Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and for a very rare car for us, I have to say. We specialise in Honda and Lexus, and this car's come as a part exchange to us. It's a Renault Captur, 1.5 dCi, Dynamique MNAV, I think. It's a right mouthful. What is lovely about this car, first and foremost, it looks fantastic. Lovely colour for the car. It's automatic diesel, covered just 29,000 miles with a lovely service history, which I think comprises 7 services, and it's been kept in beautiful condition. So to go around the car for you, front of it's lovely and clean, lights and lenses clear, intact, there's no cracks or condensation. Bonnet, can't see a stone chip, any note on there at all. Near side of the car, absolutely mirror smooth in the panel work, lovely and clean. Near side front alloy, beautiful condition. Again, rear alloy, absolutely lovely condition as well. Rear alloy, sorry, just a car going past. Again, beautiful condition as well. Come around the back of the car, all absolutely beautifully clean. Around to the offside, driver's side, again, absolutely mirror smooth in the panel work. It's really crisp. It's not really polished, it's just got that gleam on the car that looks brand new. Offside rear alloy, again, fantastic condition. The remaining panels. And final wheel is lovely. I mean, there's got to be an age-related mark somewhere on the car, because it's 9 years old, but nothing that immediately jumps out, I have to say. So coming to the boot area now, a good sized boot, and it's been kept beautifully. Again, these are family cars, so quite heavily used, but it's got a sort of really lovely crispness about this car. It's coming into the back now. Again, as with the mileage, you'd expect it to be nice, and it doesn't disappoint in any way. Absolutely beautifully clean. Let's come to the front and the passenger side. Again, continues the theme, full set of original Renault mats in the car. Heated passenger seat, again, fabric's in gorgeous condition. Let's finally come to the driver's door card. Again, absolutely lovely. Same with the footwell areas, the driver's seat itself in super condition there. So we're inside the car now. Dashboard looks, again, like new and beautiful condition. Sat nav, you can see working exactly as intended. We can't reverse, again, you can see rear parking camera all working perfectly. To show you the dashboard binnacle there. No warning lights on the dashboard at all whilst the engine's in operation. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual, pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Renault Captur 1.5 dCi diesel automatic, and it's the Dynamique MNAV model. I think that's all of it. Car's covered 29,404 miles. It's registered EF64ZWX. The reason, by the way, we do the road test videos is so that if anyone's looking online at any of our cars, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. We feel it's important because, like lots of people, we've been to see cars which have looked absolutely fine in photographs or description, but only to get there and find out it's got an obvious fault that shows up. Also done on these very quiet country roads in this absolutely beautiful part of Gloucestershire, and this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, and the hope is then obviously that it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself if offered a test drive in the car. So coming to the car, incredibly low mileage, wonderful service history, and it drives like it. It's everything you'd expect. But I'm going to go through all the usual things. As I said in the walk around video, we are Honda and Lexus specialists in the main, but we do take cars as part exchange which are non-Japanese, and this is one of them. So it's probably more important in a way because I have no personal experience of these cars. But push button start, engine starts instantly and settles to a completely smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all whilst the engine's in operation, relating to the engine or any other part of the car for that matter. The engine on the move is smooth and quiet. It well indeed, I have to say. It's picks up with vigour. According to whether it's to be believed or not, the trip meter at the moment is showing 63 miles per gallon, which is quite exceptional. Whether you actually get that or not, I don't know. But that's what's the historic recording on the vehicle currently showing on the display. But yeah, on the move, it's what you'd expect of a diesel. It's got plenty of low down grunt, picks up, but it does so very quietly. Engine then feeds through into the auto gearbox, which is my first experience of one of these in this particular car, and I can only judge a car on what I feel, but the gear changes are all very, very smooth indeed, I have to say, on the move. Up changes, down changes. It's a very nice match for the gearbox, and that actually isn't always the case with turbo diesels. For some reason they don't always pair that well, but this one does, and all the things I'm looking for in a bad way aren't there. So there's no sort of clunks as it engages gear, the gear changes are smooth, there's no sort of thuds or shudders as you're changing gear, so all in fine order, but you'd expect that, given the mileage of the car, quite clearly. The one thing I do know about Renault is generally they make cars that steer and handle and ride very nicely, and first impressions of this one match that exactly. The steering's got a kind of a nice weight to it. It's obviously light at low speed, so it's dead easy to manoeuvre, but on the move it's not one of those horrible overlight power steering systems that some manufacturers seem to go for. It's got substance, it's certainly sort of accurate. You turn in, it follows faithfully where you want it to go. It does the job very well indeed. I get on straight to check I certainly know at high speed there's no vibrations, so that's all in good order. Suspension is very well sorted actually. It's being French, they normally ride well, and this doesn't disappoint. It's immediately very comfortable when you're driving the car. But when you go through corners, you're not getting lots of body motion, which again is a good thing. It's not sporty, it's not meant to be, but what it does very, very nicely indeed, I have to say. And there's absolutely no rattles, clonks or anything coming from underneath the car that shouldn't be there. Steering tracks absolutely dead straight as well. Give the brakes a bit of a shove, make sure no one's directly behind me, but I know they're good, they're very, very good. There's no pulsing vibrations going back through the brake pedals, so all again in very, very good order. And then coming inside the car, and the French have come a long way quite clearly, because it is robustly put together, it seems at this stage. There's no squeaks or rattles in the interior, but the overriding impression when you get in it is of very good visibility. You got dash layout is sort of modern in theme, but actually looks pretty easy to operate. And I've been sat in it for just a few minutes, pressing the odd button here and there. I've only scratched the surface, I'm guessing, of what is on the car, but the important stuff is for the video. Sat nav, as you can see, working exactly as it should. Likewise, heating and ventilation, the climate control system working exactly as it should do. Air conditioning, we checked in a nice warm workshop because it's quite chilly this morning earlier on, and that blew out lovely cold air, so all in good order. And I have to say that they've learnt a lesson over the years, because the switch gear is of much better quality than it ever used to be. So when you twist something, you're not met with sort of a flimsy feeling, wobbly knobs and buttons and stuff. It does feel much better quality than it ever did. The whole feeling does, of the interior is actually. Dash panel on front is pretty sort of nattily displayed. It's actually very easy to use. You've got a big digital rev counter in the middle, which I like. The Hondas do a lot of that. So it's very instant in terms of when you're looking at it. Other gauges, clear as a bell. Then you've got this lovely steering wheel, which feels great with the kind of the piano black bits and the leather on it as well. The videos, as I said, they're only brief, but in reality they're only here to show you the car whirring along, and if something was manifestly wrong that would show up straight away, it quite often does with cars. That this is the point I feed it back to you. But there's nothing. It drives absolutely beautifully, I have to say. Cannot fault it in any way. If you've got any questions, I'll do my very best to answer them.